When people are released from jail, they have the responsibility to appear in court. But some of these people choose to go on the run.
They go back home to mommy.
And that is when these guys come into the picture.
Bam, bam.
So sit back and listen to the Off the Hook podcast with Chad and Rob.
Very fine people on both sides.
These are real stories, but the names have been changed.
Da, 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 da. What's up, guys? Rob here.
And I'm Chad. What's up?
What's happening? All right. So we're going to get right into it, bro.
Let's do it.
All right. So did you hear about Tiger Woods?
Man.
he didn't learn.
Tiger, man. What's going on in your life, man? What's going on, dude?
Like, what is that meme you were talking about?
Oh, yeah. It's that one with John Daly, you know, where he's like on the course and he's wearing like the crazy clothes and he's like puffing on a cigarette.
Right.
And he's looking over to the other guy's Tiger. He said, I was talking about drive down the fairway, not the road. Like something to do with that, man. It's like,
yeah, well, you're
talking about drinking, you know, and there's John Daly, who's notorious for drinking.
I know, right? I don't understand it.
I saw something come out, like, I haven't really paid attention to the thing. I just saw
he likes to flip cars evidently when he
oh
drinks.
my God, when he goes all out, don't he?
He does. I wonder what his bond was.
I don't know, man. Where was it?
Probably Florida.
Florida, probably.
Yeah. You know how Florida is. Florida's they're crazy there.
Yeah. There's a lot of aspects to Florida, man. I kind of like certain areas of Florida.
Yeah, I do too.
I like their governor.
Yep. Oh, well, speaking of celebrities, aren't you glad that like people are kind of not paying attention to celebrities anymore?
I like a couple of them. Like I just caught Vince Vaughn and Theo Vaughn.
Uh-huh.
And there was a segment that they cut out there that was put on other platforms that they were talking about. Vince Vaughn was talking about the other celebrities and how nobody gives a shit about their opinions on
politics. Yeah. Dude, I know, right?
And it's so much better when they just shut their mouths. And
I saw something about Bill Maher was talking about the same thing. They're like, hey, Democrats, you ever want to win again? Stop this shit. And it showed like somebody from the Oscars that talking about indigenous people. We're going to celebrate you.
All those parties, celebrations of themselves that's all it is. And then they want to talk about how great their party is. But
yeah.
Tell me some things y'all did again.
But celebrities do your acting. Gene Simmons said it best.
Oh yeah. I did catch what he said. Yeah, nobody cares. I don't care that you want who I voted for, or I don't care who you voted for. I don't want to know your politics.
Yeah, they're not experts. They're experts in making movies and stuff.
Yeah, just because you have a platform that a lot of people may tune into to see what you're doing doesn't mean that your opinion means anything.
Right.
Right.
Just like people at the No Kings protest this past weekend.
Yeah.
I still don't understand. No Kings.
I commented on one of the pictures, man. It was a bunch of people running around and like they all look crazy as hell. I said, you can smell the Prozac in this picture. It's true. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you.
In my Ricky Gervais voice. It's true. I don't care. I love that guy.
Oh, Prozac. I don't know. They might be on it or they might not be on it. I mean, who knows?
Either way, it's a lose for everybody else around
God,
them, right?
It's horrible, man.
Yeah.
Like I still don't get it, but whatever,
Mm-hmm.
I just did a meme saying Trump got a bunch of fat white women to do something, get out and protest.
I did see the Trump thing he put out. It was like, thank you for showing up at the No Kings. I was worried that somebody was going to come and take over my presidency. Yeah, but thanks to you, no one did. Thank you for your support.
I don't get it. I don't.
It's just a whining party about one side that lost and they still can't get over it. I mean, deal with it. We dealt with freaking Biden for 4 years, or whoever was running the show, and we dealt with it.
Right.
Suck it up, Buttercup. Deal with it. You'll have your chance in like a little less than 3 years. So there
you go. Well.
put somebody that's decent.
We're going to continue this conversation here in a second, but first we have to talk about an event, of course.
And our sponsors. Yeah, we've come up. We're a final group of sponsors right before this event. We're now down just below 3 weeks.
Absolutely.
So,
and we got to give a big shout out to our only platinum sponsor, which is fitting.
Right.
It's fitting.
Thank you, folks at Bankers.
Bankers Surety. Here you go. They are our proud platinum sponsor, Bankers Surety. Thank you very much. You will be recognized everywhere, especially after this event. So after that, you got the gold sponsors. Go ahead there, Chad.
We got Angelic Bail Bonds, Pink Monkey Monitoring, and the National Association of Bail Agents, and McGee Law Firm. All our gold sponsors.
Thank you very much to all of our gold sponsors. And our silver sponsors will be Cousins Coal-Fired Pizzeria. Thank you very much. North Carolina Bail Agent Association. Thank you very much, Julie.
State Association.
Thank you guys have done a great job over there. Guitar Pickers, Adam and Jason. Thank you over there. You guys are great. Site Ready Services. Hey, that's my little that's my other business going on.
You snuck that one in there.
I snuck it in there for you.
Mm-hmm.
Gross Law Group. Thank you, David. David's a great attorney here in town. We want to say thank you again. And Momentum Distillery, which is always pretty cool to have Hunter around. So we want to say thank you to all of our sponsors for this event. And while I'm going to show you, hang on. So if you're still interested in coming to the event, you can always go to offthehookbail.com. Let me show you here. Go to articles right here and click on, boom, here you go. Here's all the details of the event for April 19th. And you can click on here to get your tickets now, and it will take you here. And you get your VIP podcast ticket. Now, there's not many left.
Yeah, we're getting down there.
So we're getting,
and then we're expecting it to really close out here soon. So
yeah,
if you're interested, check us out. If you want to do the freebie part, that's cool too. Come check us out. Either way.
All right, I know it's gonna be awesome.
Yep.
All right, so continuing on with our conversation there, sir. All right, so we know that, we got no kings, of course, President Trump is, King Trump, whatever.
Whatever.
Do you think we could say that we can call him King Trump on the show here just to piss people off?
I mean, whatever. I mean, I don't. I mean, I know the guy thinks highly of himself, and
yeah. Well, here, I got a couple of issues. And maybe we can, this is a great discussion for him.
Okay.
All right. Gas prices.
Not happy. I know a lot of people aren't. I drive electric. So
yeah.
I'm all right. I'm all right. But I have a big truck too, so it takes gas. But I don't drive that a lot.
Well, my Site Ready Services, that I have a truck for it. It's a big old diesel. And my excavator's diesel, my tractor's diesel, everything's diesel, and it's $5.53 a gallon right now.
In this area, and I'm sure people listening in California, it's crazy out there.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
always is.
It's like, okay, if you got midterms coming up,
mm-hmm.
It's all this is going to affect it because he ran on affordability, right?
Right.
He ran on that. He ran on gas prices, blah blah blah. And now the Iran
everything
conflict,
did come down. Everything
it was coming down, and then the Iran conflict happened. And then the gas prices went up. Well, to ensure that a Republican won't get back in office again is screw some people over.
He's going to have to wrap things up if it's going to look good for the Republicans when the midterm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not happy with it.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't.
I don't want to see boots on the ground either. I'm tired of endless wars across the Middle East. You know what? If they want to be crazy over there, let them be crazy over there by themselves. But then again, you don't want them to have nuclear weapons.
What did we hear from Alex Jones?
Oh yeah, so Alex Jones, I heard.
And that guy's a lot of his stuff has been correct. A lot.
He said that through our southern border, Iran has snuck land-to-air missiles through our southern border. It's on U.S. soil right now. How do you do that? Well, I can believe it because Joe Biden was an open border policy. So
I mean, Yeah.
I mean, I can believe that. But how in the hell are we supposed to, like, how are they supposed to find out where these are?
No, that's why it's good to have borders, I guess.
Well,
Right.
everybody else has got them.
Everybody else does. Yeah. So anyway,
I don't know, man. It's very it's very I don't know. It's scary almost because
right.
I've got you and I both have got trips coming up where we'll be flying different places, and they're putting warnings out for Americans for everywhere in the world. Like, come on, like,
Yeah.
can't we all just get along?
Yeah.
Ain't
Right.
that what I said?
Well, an ideal world, yes.
Yeah.
Ideally, but
Well, speaking of airports, how's about ICE agents in the airports?
yeah, the only thing is they're not trained TSA people that I was listening to.
Right.
I don't know how difficult it is from ICE.
I've seen a lot of videos just them helping. Like, hey, go down here. Hey, go
Right.
here. Here's some water. Here,
Yeah.
you need directions. They're out there helping.
I think they just got funded. Like I thought I heard on the news this morning that they got funded.
Yeah, they did.
So the TSA thing should be returning shortly.
I don't get it, man. All these damn Congress people, they won't fund the everyday average of working American like TSA and stuff like that out here, ICE agents, whatever. But they're getting paid.
Hey, there goes some No Kings protesters.
Oh yeah, crazy purple hair.
Yeah, the purple hair that went by.
Guys, I'm for real. Like, if you look at if you sit where we're sitting, like behind the camera, we got a big old glass door. We're like a fishbowl in here.
Yeah.
And like people walk by.
We see crazy walk by all the
We
day.
see crazy all the time. It's funny. Wish y'all could see. So, on today's episode, we have a fresh story,
So
sir.
we got a new one for you. This is with myself and other bondsman here, James, that so we had a situation where we had to revoke a bond before it went bad, before she missed court. And this was due to, so when you're bonded here in this state, there are certain rules you have to follow to be on bond. And one of them is you have to stay in contact with your bondsman to let us know if you change your address.
Right.
If you do not do that, we cannot get up with you by phone, by writing by the address you gave us. It's considered concealment. You're hiding at that point.
Right.
All right. So we even had confirmation from the parents that signed for this bond. They were worried about her because this particular girl, she also had a mental situation she was getting treatment for. She stopped getting treatment for it for about a month. And she missed 2 or 3 of her appointments. And so this is what made the father was just a nervous wreck, worried about his daughter because mix a mental situation with drugs.
Yeah, it's not.
And
it's
you
not.
gotta-
Ain't nothing ever pretty
You
about
got
that.
it's a bad mixture. So this was something I didn't know about this girl. He had to fill me in on, all about what she was about. And okay, this will be interesting. So we ride to an area up here that's very rural. This was affected by Florence, the flood that we had here from that hurricane years ago, where people had to live, like their homes got flooded in this area years ago, and a lot of them haven't recovered. A lot of them live in campers there.
Right.
You'll see a home, it looks like, it's livable, but it's probably full of mold inside of it, stuff from all the water that got in it and never got fixed.
There's a bunch of places like that.
Yeah. And so we pull up and we're scouting out the area, and sure enough, there's this old house, and there's like really old house. I mean, old.
Like, what you mean, like 1800?
Old Southern, nobody should be living in, even if
okay. So like 1800, late 1800s.
And then there were 4 campers around it and a bunch of junk, man. It was dirty South stuff,
No, all right. All right.
You hear people say the dirty South. Well, this is the dirty South area that we were in.
Right.
And then he just trashed it up with all kinds of junk. Anyway,
campers and
there's got to be a pit bull running around there somewhere type place, Sure enough, there was a pit bull there. Luckily, he was friendly. Could have bit my leg. He was thinking about it, but he was kind of lazy. We're walking around this place looking, and there's just trash everywhere. And we were told that she was staying in a camper. Now, this wasn't where we originally had her staying. She just up and left, and this is an address we're checking out.
Right.
So this is third party.
Yeah.
So we don't really have right to go into third party. So we got to check it out. We go to, there's like I said, there's like 4. We go next door, and this is like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and everybody should be
awake by now.
Yeah, it should be something. And so we go over to this camper and knock on it, and this lady comes up, opens the door, and we describe the girl that we're looking for, and she's like, "Yeah, I think she stays back there behind that old house and the camper back there. I see a girl that fits that description
Right.
from time to time." So we're like, okay, we're in the right spot, we think.
But could they see like right now? Could they like if the crackhead, whatever she was on, could she see you right now?
From where we're at, no. There was an old house in the way, and like we were like before you got to that and over, and there was like an old tractor like the trailers that rigs pull, big rectangular trailers. There was one of those, and it was like blocking the whole area over there. So it's almost like a fence.
Right.
And then there was broken down cars and, just trash everywhere. So,
did you see any needles laying around anywhere?
No, didn't see anything like that. But that doesn't mean nothing going on.
Right.
We ended up going back there, and there was a truck back there, and then there was a camper, and it was an old crappy looking place. And we walk around it. We banged on the door. Nobody came. And that's when we started walking around to the other places. And we were inside that old house, the one I was telling you about. There's just like the windows were busted out. Like nobody should be living in that, honestly. It's been cold here. It's starting to get warm now, but it was really cold. There's no way you could stay warm in that place. And I mean, we're talking like this house had to be over 100 years old. Just windows broken out of. Anyway, we go back and we're kind of walking back. We're inside of there, and we hear some, "Stop it, leave me alone." We hear this, and I'm like, "Dude, you hear that?" Yeah. And so we walk, we creep over there, and we get up underneath the back of the camper, and they had like evidently the window had been broken or something. They used to, what do you call it? That you cover up your house, like after
a tarp.
Tarp, yeah. Tarp. They had a tarp over the window, so it was not like holding sound in very well,
Right.
or insulation. And so we're sitting back there, and he starts recording, what's going on. And this guy, the situation was the girl, and I say girl, she's probably like 32 years old, I guess. Well, there was this older gentleman. It looks like he was in his 60s, and he was living back there, according to the lady up front. And we could hear a female's voice. That's obviously the girl that we're looking for.
Right.
Well, the man's son was gone.
What was he saying?
Well, hold on. He had a son. He was gone. Evidently, the son was with the daughter. Like, they were a couple. Well, this old man was trying to hit on this girl. Like, he was like, "Come here, girl." She's like, "Get off me. Leave me alone." But we also know that she's not wound tight mentally either.
Oh, yeah.
So we don't know if it's like, so we keep listening, and he's trying to force himself on her, and she ain't having it.
Give me some.
Said something about her toe was broke. and later on we found out that she was not lying, or I don't know if it was broken, but she's trying to jump a propane tank and stubbed her toe. This was before we came along. Like, what are you doing out here? Jumping propane tanks and stubbing your toes, breaking your toes. Anyway, she's probably high. Who knows, man? I don't know. It's crazy.
All right, so they're having this conversation. You're outside the window.
Yeah, well, we're just listening, recording.
You're listening, recording. So when y'all said, "All right, we got to do something. We got to make."
So we wait till things kind of died down because he was thinking, James was thinking, well, they're going to have a cigarette and come outside in a minute. You know, strong chance of that happening.
Right.
But after waiting a while and everything died down inside, we know for sure they're in there. So there's no exit out of the back. So we go, he's like, what do you want to do? I say, well, let's go bang on the door. Let's get them out here. We know they're in there.
Right.
So we go around there and bang on it. Guy's like, who is it? Said, James is like, I'm a friend of her, of Susie's. I need to talk to her. She ain't coming out. He said, James is like, yeah, she's coming out. We're going to talk. And he goes, who are you? I said, I'm a friend of hers. I need to speak to her. She knows who I am. She ain't coming out. He said, I'm her bondsman, and we're going to get the cops down here, and we're going to get her out here. He's like, you can hear him in there. I told you it's the law, you know, because he just thought we were the law. Whatever. We didn't address ourselves as that way. We told him we were bondsmen, but we are. But we can get the law down there.
Right.
So,
what county is this?
this
Duplin?
was in Duplin.
Okay. Well, God. Yeah, that's right. All right. Yeah.
So-
Okay. So yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It like
Yeah. So the guy, like, eventually he comes out and he's like got his shirt off and a pair of shorts on and barefooted.
crooked finger, crooked toe.
And he came out and like came down the steps of that thing, and like I immediately knew what he had on his leg, man. I was like, because I knew how painful that is. And you missed that. It was so painful what he had. He had cellulitis on his leg, man.
Uh-huh.
And I had that one time, man. Super painful. And he had like a toe that was like shooting off. It was pointing west. And he had a finger that it looked like somebody said and broke it, and like is a trigger finger. It was like going north.
Yeah.
South, whatever, another direction than it should be. And and man, he's just all jacked up, man. I'm like, this dude ain't doing anything, man. He probably couldn't even. we were concerned because we went and kind of got back behind a truck that was out there because we don't know. He could come out and he ain't got a lot to lose. He come out with a shotgun and shoot him, you know.
If he get his finger on trigger.
Yeah, if he could. I can't remember if that was right hand or left hand, but you know, they call it a trigger finger. Anyway,
so y'all, what does he do? Does he let y'all in?
Well, initially he's trying to cover his tracks about, I guess, what he was doing in there. He was trying to tell us, you know, that she was crazy and trying to separate himself from what we may have heard.
Right.
You know, which we did hear. And it turns out, I don't know who was the worst of the two, was her or him, because she definitely was crazy and sounded like he was trying to take advantage of crazy.
Okay.
You know?
Did you tell him, say, we don't give a damn about you?
Well, we were like, listen, man, we did not tell him at that time that she was going back to jail. We trying to get her out of the trailer. She's still in there. She won't come out. And we waited and waited, and she just sat in there and was just talking to herself. And so we had to go in and get her out. And she just had a robe, and like, we're like, you need to get dressed. We've got to go. I'm not going anywhere, you know, that kind of thing. And after a while, man, got her to put some stuff on, and got her in the car. It wasn't easy because she wouldn't walk. She claimed her foot was broken, which later on she walked. So we don't.
It was funny. You sent me some pictures. You like, this was my day.
Right. Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. I know them days, and that's not fun.
Yeah, they're not.
I could smell it through the picture.
Yeah, you can smell it. So we get her back to the jail, and they won't admit her because she's all messed up. They said she needs to get medically cleared. Luckily, in Duplin County, the hospital is literally, you step out of the jail, it's literally behind it.
Yeah.
So James is like, I'll go get a wheelchair from the hospital. He went down there and got a wheelchair, came back. It's funny, I had my Tesla. Did all this shit in my car. I had to sterilize my car.
Sterilize it again for a second time, just for good measure.
And my camera caught all of it. We were in the Sally port. We pull in the Sally port to get her out and everything. And my camera like recorded all that. James with the thing and everything. We got all that. I was playing it back. I was like, I didn't know my car did that. But we got her down to the hospital, and they checked her out and everything, and she was okay other than crazy. So they discharged her in 10 minutes. Gave us the paperwork. We went back, and
you go.
Yeah, and the jailer's like, okay, we'll take her. And like, she would not take off. She had like a ton of earrings and bracelets and necklace, and she wouldn't take anything off. So he's like, go get my clippers. Told one of the other jailers there. He came out there and brought him. He started like cutting her earrings off. She started crying, whining about all that. Oh, don't touch me. So she was very hard to deal with. Very dealing with a mental person like that is a touchy situation. You try to respect them as much as possible, but you got to get stuff done. You got to, it ain't going to stop it from happening.
Right.
And then we called her parents after she was in there and let them know, and they were relieved actually, because they were worried about her being out there doing drugs or being without her meds.
Yeah. Well, I mean, wow.
Yeah.
So that's that problem is taken care of.
Yeah. Not too often do you have to
get a person before. She's not feeling very good right now. I guarantee you.
Oh, no. Getting somebody before they miss court, but that's a thing too. We have to do.
Yeah.
From time to time.
You ain't got a choice sometimes.
Right.
Especially like in this situation.
Things change. People get people out, and they have plans to give them help.
Yeah.
And sometimes
this don't happen.
No, they're still people. They can still relocate. They can still make bad choices.
That was a story. Susie, we're gonna call her.
We're gonna call that Susie.
We're calling her Susie. So there you go, Susie. Hey, did you text dog?
Oh no, he texts me, and he's gonna call when he gets back from the grocery store or something.
Dog at the grocery store.
Imagine.
Could you see that?
I don't know. I just think of everything that he does outside of looking for people is strange.
Right.
He told me a story about because I told him about when he comes here that it'll be right after the Azalea Festival here,
right.
And so everything will be in bloom.
Right.
And he went on to tell me a story about his horticulture days.
Oh.
Yeah, that's one you probably never heard of.
No.
Yeah, I'll get him to tell it to you. It was funny. I don't want to repeat it because I'll get it wrong, but the term horticulture took on new meaning with him. Think about it. Think about it. It was funny.
I can't wait to talk to him.
Dog, if you're listening, man, it was hilarious.
All right.
We're gonna have a good time.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. Oh, we're gonna tell everybody about this nice damn banner we're having made.
Oh yeah,
for the podcast. So if you're listening and you're coming to the event, we will be auctioning that off.
Yeah, they're all going to sign it. There's going to be all the sponsors, and they're going to sign the other side of it. Dog likes the idea, and it's a cool looking picture that we created, and we're going to auction that off. That'll be one of the things. And Hunter from Momentum Distillery is going to donate a couple of bottles where he's going. And I was telling Dog about this too. Is he got the patent on the North Carolina shaped vodka bottle that he sells, which I think is brilliant.
And it's decent vodka. It's not bad.
And so on the back side, so it's clear in the front. So on the back side, he has this machine that will etch artwork in the back. So you look through it and you see the artwork on the back side. So he's going to put his logo, I guess, in there.
Oh yeah,
he did some really cool things.
That's gonna be cool, man.
He did like the North Carolina Duke logos and stuff, and looks cool.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Like, literally, if you haven't got your tickets and you want to come to the VIP podcast, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
Go get your tickets because they're selling out they're starting to sell out. And we've got quite a little bit left, but
we're going to put together a real good questionnaire for that event.
Yeah. And of course, the people, the VIPs get to be a part of the podcast. And,
right.
Ask
you get to ask your questions that you may have, been wanting to ask. I mean, some of these people, and the responses I've gotten from people that are asking me about it, this is a show that people have watched for years.
It's over 20 years, bro.
Yeah. So, this
You know what's
a
funny?
lot of people liked it a lot.
You know what's
It was
funny?
the number one show on A&E.
So my mom was a big fan
Yeah.
before she passed away, and when we walked into her apartment,
Yeah.
right after she passed away, me and my brother walked in. There was dog playing on the TV screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was dogs playing, and then because she watched all the time, and then my grandma the other day, I walked in. You know, she's staying with me right now at the moment until we get the tiny house built.
Yeah.
I walk into her room and then she's got Dog and Leland on. She's just like, I'm watching them. I'm keeping up with them. I'm like, Mama, that was like 20 years ago. But hey, good for you.
I mean, you know, some of these like I still like old shows, man. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know, I'll rerun the heck out of some stuff. Man.
Heck
It's been
yeah.
a long time ago, but ain't a whole lot good on today, in my opinion.
Home Improvement was a great one.
Oh yeah, there was quite a few. I mean, I liked Seinfeld. I like Friends.
Yeah. There was some good stuff. They don't have that no more.
No, they don't, man. Those were cool shows, and it's so funny. Like my kids, they'll watch. Well, I always say like Little House on the Prairie. Like that's way old.
Yeah.
But you know, kids like that stuff for some reason. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, you can even talk about Leave It to Beaver or the Andy Griffith Show.
Yeah.
I mean, very old shows, but
Hee Haw, baby.
was-
That was my favorite when I was a kid.
it was simple stuff that there wasn't like.
Reality. It wasn't reality TV.
It wasn't stupid like trans stuff or, you know, just like political stuff that you see in all the shows today. It was just entertainment.
Good.
That's all it was.
Good wholesome entertainment.
And that's what we're missing. Like everything's got a hidden agenda in it or not so hidden or, you know, it's just, you can't relax and just be entertained without offending or
Right.
not offending. You know, it's gotten out of hand, man.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're going to change it.
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Well, Chad, that was a great story.
Hey, it
About
was pretty
Susan.
cool, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, hell, that's another great episode. And that's it for today. I'm Rob.
I'm Chad.
And we will see you later.
Peace.
You've been listening to Off the Hook with Chad and Rob. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Make sure to like, rate, and review. And be sure to follow us for notifications for another exciting episode. But in the meantime, you can go to our website at www.offthehookbail.com to see more. So until next time, stay out of trouble, or it'll be you that needs to get off the hook. See you soon.